You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are live on the EXP. I am Chuck Pineau. With me, as always, is my amazing background host, Wendy Gale. Say hi, Wendy.
Hey, everybody.
Why do they put the ugly guy in here and keep the hot chick in behind? Ridiculous. You know why? Because I can't afford the price that it would cost to have Wendy in front of the camera. I don't have that kind of money. I just don't make that kind of cash. Her prices are way too high, but they're worth it. Guys, we're on the EXP right now. This is Triple T Talking Treats Trivia. We are going to sit down with three amazing creators. We're going to talk all about their awesome goods. We're going to talk about their sweet Kickstarter. And then after that, we're going to do some trivia, and you guys are going to win a prize. So stick around. We'll be right back with Triple T. Bam.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
What is going on?
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, everybody.
We are great, thank you. We have the amazing Wendy Steenshainer, Carrie Ann, and Steph Wilson in the house. I'm so excited. I love you guys so much. I hope you know that. I always tell people that I have great guests, but I have just mad love for all of you guys.
And we love you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I know, right? That's a big. I don't know if that's my internet connection or what. Dude, I'm such a big fan of you guys, but not even just the stuff that you guys do. Like, you guys usually do very awesome, sexy work. Like, for the longest time, when I was talking about you guys, I'd be like, oh, these are my sexy people. I love them. They're so awesome. But this book that we're doing now, not so sexy, but something that all of us, myself and Wendy included, really love, and that is a very D&D themed book. Can you tell us about Gobbers on Kickstarter right now?
Yes, you got
Yeah. Well, for me to do a comic, it's not going to be superheroes. It's not going to be hard. I didn't come into comics through those avenues, traditional. And so to do a comic, it's got to be fantasy themed. It's got to be something fun and something D&D themed, So unfortunately, I had Wendy and Carrie here. Why were you all together? Was just Wendy just visiting us?
Wendy was visiting.
Oh, and then I made the mistake of saying something about a comic with goblins. Wouldn't that be fun? And then between the three of us, it became, what if goblins had to be adventurers and do the things that adventurers would do in like RPG gaming? And it just turned into a story in like a couple of days of ideas shooting back and forth. So, it's not the typical boobs on a cover kind of thing that you'd expect.
Well, but it's not even that. Like, for anybody who knows you, it's not even just that, like, it's not all that sexualized or anything like that. You don't draw panels. You're a cover guy. You're a pinup guy. So, like, even having you do interiors is nuts.
This one and this one. They made me do it. Now that I've been bitching about doing it, they're thinking about getting somebody else to do it. Yeah.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
We just ignore you.
Dude, I hate panels.
I love it. I love it.
Such a great job on these panels, you guys. It is amazing.
I'm going to show off some in a second.
Relentless.
I'm going to take a guess, though. He hates panels because he's so used to drawing circles that having to draw those squares is just like antithetical to what he does.
Yep.
That's what I thought. What do we got here?
Panels.
JD, can we focus in on their panel? Because I would love to see the art that they've got on that one.
Wait, hold on.
He's got it. There we are.
I should have sent you some photos, but...
No. Oh, my goodness.
So
Oh, that's
they're a
so
lot of
cute.
fun. Hold on, I'll show one more.
So these are interiors from the book, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have many of them here. I'll show this one.
Oh, that's great. See, dude, your stuff is so fun. One of the first, so Steph and Carrie Ann have a great show. You guys do one on the Comic Book Shopping Network, right?
Nope.
Actually, no.
No, Artist Alley.
It's on my page now.
Oh, okay. So they have a great show that they do. It's about 2 hours long. Or no, 2 hours or
2 hours.
2 hours.
yeah. And so the first hour and a half, you're usually doing your art, you're chatting with fans and whatnot.
Right.
And then the last part, the last half hour is something that you guys call You Can Draw.
Right.
And I've not been around for a while, but I love that. Wendy and I have done tons of those drawings.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you used to draw with us.
Yeah.
Yes. And one of the first ones I ever did was a D&D one that you did of a beholder.
Oh, okay.
Boho.
And it was great. I loved it so much.
Right. Yeah. No, and that's what the interiors on this book are. They're not going to be serious 90s looking interiors, you know.
Yeah.
This is fun. They're goblins. The artwork is going to be fun. The idea is that the dialogue and the word bubbles are going to give you a chuckle, and you're going to have fun seeing these characters. And it's just an introductory book. This is introducing you to the characters, where they are, where they're going, how they ended up in this position where they have to try and fend for themselves. And as we go forward, this one here has planned that each comic coming after is going to be almost like an adventure module. They're going to go on an adventure every single issue to try and succeed as adventurers.
And so we're going to have the comic book and then a coordinating game module.
Yeah.
For each comic, for each edition. So this first one, because it's not really
an adventure,
an
introduction.
We have a village setting. That's
awesome.
It's 27 places.
But you got to show Chuck the map, because any D&D person is a map for.
Oh yeah. Yeah, where's my grid map at? Where's my grid map at?
The map is in here. Hold on, here it is.
That's all people with D&D care about.
Yes! Oh, yes. I love it so much.
So then there's a map, and there's actually reference cards that are easy to pull out.
Oh, that is awesome.
So if you're playing your campaign and you need an armor, there's a reference card right there and a map. So it goes with any campaign because it's the village of Dimwood Dale. So that is available on this Kickstarter to start.
And as a PDF, so that anybody can print it out. So it's not expensive.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm trying to get her when we do the second issue and we actually have an adventure in a forest with things going on. We're thinking of making an actual module. So you could buy the comic and you could buy the module as well. You know, you can get it as a PDF, but I'm also thinking of putting it so that you can purchase the module to play as a setting. So
I love that. So all of us are like, you know, obviously we all love comics and whatnot, but the other thing that we all love, obviously, is we all love fantasy and Dungeons and Dragons and whatnot. Yep. So I guess my next question would be, what for all of you? I'm interested in all three of you, especially. What are your origins when it comes to D&D? Like, where are you a newer player? Are you old? Like, where did that come in for you guys in your lives? Because I'm sure it was different for all three of you.
Well, Wendy and I will start because it'll be a lot easier. I played Dungeons and Dragons a couple times when we first got married, but we didn't have friends that were really into it, so it was just the two of us. So it kind of just went away. My brother played Dungeons and Dragons growing up. I didn't really. And it wasn't until about a year ago that we started to play. We started with the board games. And then we developed into playing we were playing for a while weekly with Wendy and her husband, Bill, via Zoom. So that is like my introduction to Dungeons and Dragons is very recent.
Is that when you started, Wendy, too? Did you ever play D&D before?
I didn't get to play before. Bill had been playing when he was in high school. And he had all the books and all the things. And we were married about 2 years. And he was cleaning out the garage. And he actually threw it away. and I saw it in the trash, and I pulled out what I found. I'm like, no, he's going to want this. He's just being weird. And I pulled it out. And I asked him, I said, do you want to play? And he's like, no, we need a bunch of people, and you don't know what you're doing. And it's just not,
It's always a lot of work. Getting
So
together.
I play, but I through my marriage with Bill, I knew about Dungeons and Dragons. I knew the concepts, but it wasn't until I started playing with Steph and Carrie and Bill, and we did Zoom, that Carrie and I both were just like, we are all in.
Yep.
We are immersed in this, and thank goodness for Steph and Bill, because they guided us.
Doesn't everybody have a bucket
of dice?
Bucket of dice on their desk?
Wait,
Yeah.
Wendy, thanks to Chuck pulling us all together. I just got a phenomenal idea that we have to work into book 2.
Okay.
Which is a scheduling conflict. Like, even with the monster.
Yeah.
Like the monster going, no, Wednesday night's not good for me. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not-
We've got to do that, because there's nothing more inherent to Dungeons and Dragons than not being able to get together to play.
True.
Absolutely.
That's been our downfall lately,
Yeah.
is that we don't get to play as much now because of different work. and
Thank you,
different
Eddie.
things.
Thank you.
So
Oh,
for me, Chuck, I never read comics as a kid, and which is funny because I'm in comics now.
right.
My whole introduction to any kind of hobby, whatever, was Dungeons and Dragons. I go this far back.
Oh boy, it's coming off the wall.
It's coming off the
Yeah,
wall.
no, I'm excited.
It's in the class. These are
That's
my
awesome.
street creds. This is the first book
That's
I ever
mad,
bought.
Fred.
So that's how far back I go. And then what happens is you get a life, you get married, you get a career, and then you know. And I'm not. The cool thing is I managed to skip 4th edition. You know what I mean? Like so.
Yeah.
So there's a mercy right there. You know. So I skipped all the way over 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and then all of a sudden we got into it with 5th edition. And all these modules that we're going to create will be 5th edition ready, able to play, put into your current campaign, whatever.
You never got to play 2nd?
No, a little bit, a very little bit.
No THAC0?
Yeah, that I do remember that, but I only read it. At that point, I wasn't rolling dice anymore. I
Yeah.
wasn't playing.
It's so fun, all the weird little things. So,
Borderlands module, bring it up.
Oh, well, I wanted
The
to show
module
this
cover.
real quick.
All right, we'll show.
Well, real quick, I want to explain the pink bows. So Paisley is our main character. It's Paisley, Grudge, and Smudge. So it's Paisley and her 2 brothers. Well, Paisley is a very girly girl. I guess you want to say valley girl, right, Wendy?
Yes, she is.
that's awesome.
She's
She is
got
very-
a little attitude, and
Dungeons
she's
are-
all about the pink.
So she
Dungeons-
always wears
A
a
pink
pink
bow.
bow. So
That's cute
in
as
everything.
crap.
Oh, this is the Jeff Easley cover, by the way.
Dude.
Yeah,
was the- it
fantasy artist
Fantasy
Jeff
artist
Easley.
Jeff Easley did the lines, and I got to color it, so I was just
That was bucket list to have Jeff
bucket
Easley.
list. Yes.
You know, the bucket list to have 2nd edition Jeff Easley doing a comic cover for me was just
But
freaking
that
amazing.
is where the pink bows come from. It is also part of the My Goblin Girlfriend adventure package. You do get a pink bow
Yeah, you get a pink bow. in
That's
the package.
cute.
because
Yeah,
Paisley's
and that's
all about the pink and the girly, and
And of course, we have what looks like a dungeon module. We did a comic
wow.
book that looks like Keep on the Borderlands.
I love that. See, and that's the best thing about working with Wendy Steen Shaner. She is like the queen of swag.
Yep.
Her comics always have the best trinkets.
Yep.
Aw,
she
thank
has
you.
taught
The
us so
absolute best.
well. And we now we get together, and Steph just walks away because
Dude.
we start going. Oh, we should do this, and we. So
She's
when
like-
we did this, and
she's
we
like,
did
because
these,
wait, this is the
he's
thing.
just like walking away. And Wendy and I are getting more excited as the moment goes on.
This is a dice set. There's
It's a
dice
dice set.
inside there, and you get the dice bag with the little wizard hat, right? And that's one of the adventure sets. She makes these. These 2 are making everything. Wait. Here's
Wendy's got it. Yeah,
does Wendy got it?
yeah.
The box. Yes, the box.
Oh my
Wendy's
gosh.
making these. She's making dice box. These people are
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
Chuck.
Wait, it gets better because you
These
can't
people are
have
crazy. They
D&D
make all this stuff.
without
You
your
Oh,
got
miniature.
figures?
Without your miniature, oh my gosh.
She makes the figures. Carrie and her sit there
We
thinking
have
about things they can
drawstring
create.
bags. And these are the different packages for the adventure package. You get a drawstring bag or you get a purse for Paisley. I did not make the backpack though, but you can get a mini backpack. And it comes with all kinds of fun stuff in it.
So the two of them get going and I just walk away because I'm just like, I can hear the amount of work they're creating for each other.
These are my favorite, and this hasn't gotten unlocked yet, and I hope it does, because these are the goblin coins.
Yes, they are so cute.
That is so awesome.
Because all the goblins have their gold coins.
Well, Paisley needs shoes, so she's got to get some gold.
She's got to go shopping.
Dude, oh my gosh. You guys have just the best stuff.
It's a lot of fun, and it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be, like you said, we're completely taking a D&D story, and rather than the goblins being hunted, they are now the adventurers. They're going to hunt and battle the other monsters in the world. And so it's just such a fun take.
And they're going to be bad at it because they're goblins.
They're goblins. They're they're not going to be barbarians.
They're not exactly the brightest and the best out there, so they're going to stumble through the whole adventure, and it's a lot of fun.
So everything that we added to it, from the stretch goals to the adventure packs, it's all supposed to be fun. There's custom made in the adventure packs, custom made character sheets. So we've got a Paisley, we've got a Smudge, and then we've got a Grudge. And they can be used on any campaign. They just have Paisley's picture in the corner, and it's very girly. This one, Paisley's pink and lacy, and, where the other one is, very hard and smashy. And
so when you guys were coming up with the characters, did you guys effectively make character sheets for them? Like, they're good at this is their ability scores, that kind of stuff?
Actually, one of the stretch goals is a filled out character sheet for them. We have not unlocked it yet, but we still have 2 days.
But it's interesting. When we were sitting there, me, Wendy, and Carrie, and thinking about the book and starting to toss out ideas, one of the things is, and like Wendy always makes me funny, there are numbers that are funnier than other numbers, but people don't know that. Like, one of the funny things is, like the Newhart show, Larry, Daryl, and Daryl. That double naming kind of thing, or similar naming kind of thing, is funnier than 3 different names. Can't explain why, it just is. It's just comedy rule. So we were trying to come up with goblin names, and we figured the male goblin names would be similar. And to come up with Paisley was just...
That was like instant.
Yeah, that was like lightning. It was like the girl has to have a name that makes no sense.
Actually, Wendy and I were doing her dress design.
Yeah.
We were making her for the preview cover. So we were making a dress design, and I was like, "Oh, what about a Paisley print?" And Wendy's like, "That's a perfect name." It is.
Her name had to be totally girly, and the other 2 boys had to be similar. And it's plus there's going to be the fact that they're brothers and sisters, so there's going to be a lot of fighting there.
Little conflict, sibling rivalry.
So, and they all have 3 very distinct personalities, which we're hoping is going to come out through the stories.
It's so funny because when I do these, even with the 20-minute interviews, it's usually like, I will sit down, we'll talk about the book and the Kickstarter for a very short period of time, and then we'll have to go on and talk, because they don't have a lot to say about it.
Right.
And here we are, the entire 20 minutes has been this great book and this great idea, and I'm in love with it, and hopefully everyone else here is too. Guys, I hope you've been listening, because we're definitely going to have some trivia that has to do with the conversations we've had here. Of course, Wendy and I got excited, D&D trivia for you and all sorts of stuff.
Oh,
so
good.
It's going to be great. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Feel free.
We're very passionate about this project, and this is the first book of hopefully a long series to come. So it's just getting it out there, getting it into people's hands, having them fall in love.
Hi, Shawnee.
Hi, Shawnee.
Hey!
Having them fall in love with these characters like we have.
Yeah.
I mean, these characters have now become our best friends. This is what we talk about.
And Chuck, the only reason I'm doing this, and the only reason I'm suffering through those panels,
get over it,
and those pages of panels, is Chuck, I get to make modules and convince her to let me make modules with my time. Because, I'm not allowed to do that. And there's nothing you love better than designing a module and maps and rooms.
This PDF was a last minute addition. I had this wacky idea that I wanted to bring in a village setting. So Steph sits down at his desk and I'm coloring and I'm not paying attention. 4 hours goes by and he hands me a notebook and said, here's your village setting.
Handwritten. 4 hours.
It was incredible. When you read this, you are walking through this village.
Chuck, if you have a great idea for like a dungeon or a city or a castle, you could sit down with a notebook, because I hand wrote it. You could sit down with a notebook and 4 hours would fly by, and my hand was hurting.
I gave it to my mom to type, and she couldn't. I was so impatient because I wanted to share it with Wendy, but she would never be able to read Steph's handwriting. So my mom sat there and typed it out for me. I sent it to Wendy, and she was jumping up and down with excitement because
it was so great.
Chuck, it just flows out of you.
You did this in 4 hours.
So I used to spend my
descriptions, and I made the images, the reference cards for the PDF.
She nailed every description because he did such a good job.
Yeah, she created a shop
between
picture
her pictures and the description. You're there. You're in Wooddale. You're looking for these goblins who are not supposed to be in this town.
Well, you know that from when you used to write. When's the last time you made a module, Chuck?
Probably sometime in the last 10 years.
Yeah. But it would flow right out of you once you started going.
I used to spend my hour lunches at work making more modules for that weekend. And people are like, what are you writing? What are you drawing? And I'm like, I'm doing some D&D, some role-playing stuff. And they're like, you need to draw stuff out to have sex with your wife? I was like, it's not that kind of role-playing.
Not that kind of
Come on, guys. I
do want to show off one more cover.
But you could just fly through and write this stuff and then, show off that.
This is a wraparound cover by Wendy, and it's one of my favorites.
It just turned sideways on you.
Oh, wait. Now I lost it.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh!
It's the Stone Giant and Paisley, and it's actually a wraparound cover.
That's beauty, and that's Wendy Steen Shaner's art, isn't it?
That would be.
I thought so. I can tell.
And it is.
That's beauty.
She brought such life to Paisley, and that Stone Giant is just gorgeous. And of course, Paisley is tickling the Stone Giant because that's what she would do.
I'm so effing jealous of you guys, not just because you made a D&D book, but also you've got a team made up of 3 artists. My team is always like writers, and then it's like, we gotta pay someone, and you guys are all like fighting over who's gonna do what cover. Like, I'm so jealous. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun because we got to do the different covers, and and then when we decided, when we talked about it and had the opportunity to get Jeff Easley in, because originally it was just going to be our work.
Jealous.
But then, it was just like, that just takes us to a whole new level. And we were so excited. And he did such a great, amazing
it was like
job on it.
We weren't even planning on that one. We're going through like covers or whatever. And it was just like, what if we could get a Jeff Easley? Like, you know what I mean? That's like that fantasy bucket list idea. What if we could get? And so we reached through our friend James,
who was friends with him,
and it was like, we'll do it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting Jeff Easley on a cover. The guy freaking illustrated Monster Manual covers.
Yeah.
So
we actually have an Easley question in here. So good.
Oh, great.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. No, we know what's going on. Dude. Okay, so I'm so ecstatic. I could talk with you guys for the next 7 hours and not get bored, but sadly, we have to move on to trivia soon. So before we go, definitely, guys, and we've got it in the chat there. Please check out Gobblers on Kickstarter right now. He's putting the link up right now. JD, you're the frickin' man. I love you, buddy.
And
can you guys show us real quick?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, David Moore was asking if they're page numbers because I guess Henri. So yes, there are page numbers in this book.
Yes, Matt, there will be trivia. We're going to do trivia right after this, and the winner is going to win an amazing prize package from these amazing people. So what do we have for this prize package today?
Well, we've got the cover art gallery from Steph and Carrie Ann.
Yeah.
And we have the 200th cover which is upstairs packed from the last con that I was at.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to get to it fast
You
enough. But I
have
know Carrie's got it.
You have it on the
We've
wall?
got the 200th cover, which is Naughty Fairies, which is the Steph and Carrie Ann gallery of their work on Naughty
And
Fairies.
it's limited to what, like 50 or something like that?
Yeah,
it
we
was?
had it limited. It was limited, I think, to 50. Might have been
Oh,
25.
that's awesome.
Carrie's got it. Wait, she's got to pull it off the wall.
I got my Wendy over here going, okay, come on. I'm like, I'm having a good time, baby. Let's do this. Oh, that's awesome. So, guys, like, look at that. You guys are going to win a cover gallery. You're going to win that. And I would not be surprised.
And then other goodies go inside.
I was going to say, I would not be surprised if some extra trinkets pop in. So, this is one definitely to play tonight. Guys, I love you three so much. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Feel free.
Thank you for
guys.
having us.
Oh, literally anytime. Literally.
I'll watch around and see if I can win the tribute. Oh, no, I won't.
No, but you can at least like give them a run for your money. So yeah, man, feel free to stick around, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna be back right after this commercial break with awesome trivia, so that you guys can win that amazing prize. Check out Gobblers right after this.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find a link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rockin' Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
We are back. You are tuned into the EXP. Oh my gosh, did you get to watch that interview? Amazing. If not, go back, check it out, please. Don't just show up for the trivia, because we're always showing off amazing creators and amazing books. Gobblers, straight up, looks like it's going to be so much fun. I know that Wendy and I are excited to see it. Trivia. We're going to do trivia. Wendy, you excited about today's questions?
Always am.
I know she is. Our favorite time of the week is sitting down together and making questions for you guys. Here's how trivia works. Answer as many times as you guys want per question until you get it right. We are very nice about it, so we're always trying to make sure everyone gets points, everyone's having a good time. So how this goes is first person to guess the correct answer gets 3 points. Second 2, third 1. We love to give lots of extra points out for crazy answers. If you don't know the question, just give us a weird, crazy answer. Whoever has the most points at the end of it, they get the prize. You guys ready? I'm not even going to wait for it. Let's start. Wendy, question number 1.
All right, number 1. In what D&D world did Jeff Easley make his mark as a cover artist in 1983?
In what D&D world did Jeff Easley make his mark as a cover artist in 1983? So you give us the world, and again, if you don't, please don't Google. If you don't know the answer, we'll definitely give you ideas and whatnot. Eric popping in right away. Eric, I did not see you earlier. Good to see you, man. And like I said, if you guys see the correct answer and you're like, I think that's right, and you don't know it, copy someone else's answer. It doesn't matter. It's just all about the people who get them in there first. So go ahead, pop in some answers. I only have one answer so far. Whether it's right or not, I have to wait a little bit longer for some of the rest of you guys to answer. Yeah. Or Eric would be the only one who gets any points. And who wants that? I'm still. We had Shawnee in here earlier. I know we had Kenneth. We had a bunch of people, and Matt, Eddie was here, and now everyone's silent. All right, go. Okay, cool. Now we got people. Eddie's here. Eddie got Greyhawk as well. All right. Is anyone else out there? Come on, people. You're missing out. What defines the D&D world? A world in the D&D setting.
Forgotten Realms.
Forgotten Realms. Greyhawk. Dragonlance.
Yeah.
Dark Sun. Oh, Carrie Ann, anytime. We all died. That's what candidates Lucia said. That's great, Elena. That's hilarious. Steve's in here. All right, guys. That was our first question. We got 3 points for Eric. We got 2 for Eddie. Guys,
That's it.
we're gonna and then stuff came in Greyhawk. So the rest of you guys, hop in, catch up. That was only the first question. Question number 2, baby.
All right. What is one of 2 animals that goblins have a near pathological fear of, according to the D&D Monster Manual?
That's a great question. I didn't know this one either. What are 2 animals?
What are one of 2?
One of 2. You only have to name one of 2 animals that goblins have a pathological fear of. And again, you guys can just name 100. We're right here. You guys can name. No, okay. So Matt Jones said Knowles, animals, not monsters. Animals. So a regular animal that would be in our world. No, you were right with the GN, but that's not the correct. Unicorn, no. Mice. See, mice is a little closer because it's but it's not mice. Good answer though. Eddie, you're close. Shawnee, you're a machine. Giraffes. I love that. Great answer. Not rats. One of the answers is down there so far. 2 of the answers are down there so far.
Oh, there we go. Matt got one.
Yep. Not badgers. Okay. So we had, everyone should get points here, but Shawnee was the first one to come in with horses. Horses is correct. Then Matt came in with dogs. Dogs is also correct. And then Eddie came in. Let's give Eddie a horse. Exploding chicken. Candice Lucia. Elena gets points for that. Eric gets a point. Like, give out points all over the place. Platypus. Yeah, well done, Steph.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a lot of players today. David Moore came in too, so make sure David Moore gets a point. Like I said, we're going to give out tons of points today. All right. Wendy, are you caught up? Did you get everyone their points?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
So,
I'll mention everyone again.
did Lyle answer?
Lyle did not answer.
Ken?
Huh? No.
Kenneth? Steve?
I don't know if Steve answered, actually. Steve did answer.
Oh, you put up an answer? Yeah, I did. Okay, so Steve gets a point too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's everybody.
You got everyone?
Yep.
Steampunk Cocaine Bear. I love that. Okay. That's right, guys. It's horses and dogs. I did not know that. Wendy, question 3.
All right. Which European city banned strip clubs on March 31st, 2022?
Which city banned strip clubs in March? Pardon? European city, thank you. In March 31st, 2022. European city. I mean, I did not get this right at all. It's tough. I mean, it's a major city. It's not the ones you would expect, not like a Paris or a London or anything like that. Yes, the Eric comes in Paris. Yeah, yeah. That was one of my guesses. Wendy was like, no, I'm pretty sure they. Pardon?
We can narrow it down and say it's in the UK.
We could say it's in the UK. That would be correct. Oh, crap. Someone did get the right answer already.
Yep.
Liechtenstein. That's great. Berlin. I answered Berlin, too. We were wrong. Good call there, David Moore. The city of Greyhawk. That's great. We got 3 points for Eddie. We got 2 points for David. And then let's make sure everyone else gets points. Eric, Matt, Baldur's Gate. That's great. Eric, Matt, Shawnee. Yeah, it was Edinburgh. But yeah, guys, Tokyo Godzilla, Glasgow. Oh yeah, Canoness Lucia. She got points for the last one too. Yeah, Elena.
Yep.
Okay, it was Edinburgh.
Did David put up an answer?
David Moore?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yes, he did. David Moore got second place. He got the 2 points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I already got it. Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you, Steve. Steve said, great question. You know what? Steve kissed my butt a little bit. Give him a point. I do take bribes.
Because that was my question.
Right? Yeah, that's true. It was Wendy's question. I don't know any Faerun cities. Okay, Wendy.
All right. What mineral is used as protection against fairies?
What mineral is used as protection against fairies? Wendy got this one right. I knew this one. We love fairies. Our oldest child was given a fae name. We're all about the fairies. I have a fairy Magic the Gathering deck. Oh my God, strippers and kills. That's great.
Right, we got a correct answer.
We do have a correct answer already. In fact, yeah. See, oh my gosh, look at you guys. Everybody else, start throwing us answers quick so you can get the points. Shawnee guessed iron. Then right after her, Shawnee guessed iron, and then Eric guessed iron. So 3, then 2. Matt guessed.
Got it.
Eddie, Canoness Lucia. So it is iron. Nicely done. Again, points all around, but we know what's going on. Sorry, and I know that for the people who are here normally, I'm going through these. David Moore, make sure David Moore gets some points. I know we're going through these pretty quick. I had such a good interview with Carrie, Steph, and Wendy that we went a little overboard. I also have a fairy MTG. Oh my gosh. Yes, I have Commander Una too. Good job. That's hilarious. Okay. So that was question what, 4?
Yes.
Let's do question number 5.
We have to get some Erics in here before.
Yeah, but Eric Mullins hasn't answered yet.
Okay.
But I will tell you if he does.
Okay. Next question. Which angel of the Bible fought a dragon?
Which angel in the Bible fought a dragon? This was in the Bible. This was in Revelations. And this was my question. Just if we're doing points and if there's questions you like more than other ones. But yeah, and I mean, I know you're like, I don't know all their names. Dude, they all had white dude names. Bilbo, that's great. Bob the Angel, that's great. Azrael's always a great name. So I don't have Matt Jones says I don't know Bible stuff. That's okay, man. Just so I don't know if are you seeing you have it all here too, right?
We got 3 correct answers, so
we do.
And then I'm gonna give points to anyone else who threw up an answer.
So Steve gets the 3 points, Eddie gets the 2,
Yeah.
Matt's in there, Eric Fair's in there.
Yeah.
We'll give JD points. Shawnee. Samayo, that's good. Raptor Jesus. I love that. Elena, that's hilarious. David Moore, that's right. Archangel Michael. Oh, see? David knows his stuff. Uriel, that's great. Gabriel. All right, cool, great. Good job, everybody. That's right. It was Archangel Michael. Belial. I think he was one of the angels, I believe, that came down and became a demon. So nicely done, Steph. Good throwback. Question 6?
Yes. All right. How many ability scores are rolled for a D&D character?
How many ability scores are rolled for a D&D character? Poor Matt. He typed Michael, but then it didn't take because he was tagged. It ended up tagging someone. Michael, we'll give you 2 points or Matt, we'll give you 2 points for that one. Yeah, she gave you an extra point. That sucks. It steps to 87. Thank you, Shawnee. Shawnee, we do this show every week, so please come on out. We're always showing off great comics, great people, and obviously amazing questions. Don't play D&D so 42. All right, so yeah, we had Eric Fair come in first with 6, then Matt Jones came in with 6, and then of course Steve, Eddie, Candace, David Moore. Look at yeah, but look at all these like D&D nerds. I was like 6, 6, 6. Like they knew it. I love you guys so much. My D&D nerds are in the house. Shawnee is very cool. We have so many cool people here. And guys, by the way,
I think I got everybody.
Thank you so much. We're already having a great game. We're gonna do one more question, and then I think we're gonna go for our last break, and then we're gonna end it off. Remember, we're playing for that amazing prize pack, an art book, a cover gallery art book, plus Steph and Carrie Ann's 200th cover on Naked Fairy Stripper Assassins. Is that what it is? Something like that. Naughty Fairy Stripper Assassins. That's right. And plus a plethora of other fun things. So let's do question number 6. Wendell.
All right. No, that was number 6.
Oh, 7?
Yeah, number 7.
Okay, great. Question 7.
How many Ivy League colleges are there?
How many Ivy League colleges are there? And the reason I'm saying that is because, it is close enough, Steph. Steph Wilson and Carrie Ann, they had a fun little art book they were doing called Hard on College. So it was how many. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do a college question. Not 4, not 12. And
87.
And definitely not 87. Not 10. Does that include the secret Illuminati training facilities? No, but if you know them, Hard on College's Ivy League. It's in a league of its own, my friend. Not 6. You guys are dancing around it. Not 10, not 6. Only counting ones here on our Earth, right? Yeah, Eric.
It's between 6 and 10.
It is between 6 and 10. In fact, I'll make it even easier. It's between 7 and 9.
we got some answers.
Shawnee got it. Matt got it. And then everyone else gets points. Points all around. Poison Ivy League. That's great. So Shawnee gets 3 points. Matt gets 2. Everybody else gets a point. Alternate universe Harvard is actually known as a crazy party school. I have no doubt. The Lampoon is probably even better there. Guys, thank you so much. We're going to go do one last break, and then we will come straight back, and we're going to give you a couple more questions and then find out who won this awesome prize. We'll be right back after these messages.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show, on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Guys, Wendy did a quick tabulation of the points, and there's only 3 points separating the top 4 contestants. So, oh my goodness, we have 2 people, in fact, tied for first place right now. So, get into this. It's going to be amazing. We're playing for that awesome prize pack of the Naughty Fairies book and a bunch of great swag from Naughty Fairies and whatnot, and then the cover gallery from Carrie Ann and Steph. Dude, so amazing. We might need a bonus round. Matt, you're right. So, we're going to do another question. Steph answered 87. What's the next question, Wendell?
In which iconic movie was it rumored that there was a hanging figure in the background, which was later debunked?
In which iconic movie was it rumored that there was a hanging figure in the background? Wendy didn't know this one. Matt says Halloween. No. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, people are on this one so quick. We already have our first. Pardon?
We already have 3 right answers.
Yeah, we already have 3. So just keep answering, just to make sure everyone gets their points. Everyone else, jump in. Elena, everybody, let's make sure you guys all get your points. David, if you're still here. And Oz seems a better answer. Oz is definitely a better answer, Matt, because it is the right answer. And like I said, if you guys haven't answered yet, throw in your answer so Wendy can make sure you guys get your points. Yeah, you don't need to see the comments. That's Matt. That's because you're on Facebook. A lot of people are also playing on YouTube. Okay, Wendy, next one.
All right. How many King Charles have there been, including the current one?
Well, and we're talking about the British king.
Yes.
How many British King Charles have there been? Can you spot the IRC user? That's hilarious, Matt. I miss IRC. Discord is basically the new IRC.
ICQ.
Oh, ICQ was great too, yeah. Eric's in there. Matt is in there. Steve is in there. We do have 2. How many more questions do we have, Wendy? 2. Okay. So we've got Matt Jones gets the 3 points. Steve Vendetta gets the 2 points. Everybody else gets a point. That's right. It's 3. Charles the Third is the newest. Charles the Turd. That's great, Eddie. Okay, cool. Let's hear another question, Wendy.
Right. Which city is home to the world's busiest airport?
Which city is home to the world's busiest airport? Shawnee, look at that. I learned something. And again, guys, while you're trying to figure out which city has the world's busiest airport, not DC. And I'll just tell you if it's not somewhere. So feel free to give me a bunch. Not Shanghai, not New York. Just keep hitting me with cities if you want. Yeah, not New York. Not Dubai. Not Chicago. The correct answer is up there so far. Not London, not Denver. Cheyenne, Wyoming. That's great. I will say it's It's in one of the southern states.
And it is up there.
Yeah, and it is up there. Someone has answered it, but only one so far. Yeah, definitely not Paris, not Baldur's Gate, but you're close there, Steph. Not Houston. No, it's in Georgia. Just so we can now get those last minute answers in, so you guys can all get points. We need a second place person. Because what was it? Did Eddie get that one?
Yes.
Yeah, Eddie got it. So we need one more person to say the correct one, not Savannah.
There we go.
And Eric gets the 2 points. Everybody else gets a point. That's right, everybody. It's Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. Wendy, is this our last question of the day?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So let's do our last question of the day, guys. Like I said, it's real close. So let's get this one. I don't remember this one. What's the question, Wendy?
All right. What album has won the most Grammys of all time?
What album won the most Grammys of all time? See, you can't all be D&D and stuff. We have to give you guys some general questions too. And again, we're on every week on this channel. So share this out, show it off, make it happen. Because, yeah, it's going to be Weird Al's running with scissors. That's great. JD, I love when you answer questions, JD. That's great.
Not Supernatural.
Not Supernatural.
Duran Duran. Yeah.
It's got to be Duran Duran.
Right artist, Steve.
Yeah, Steve, right artist, wrong album.
We got 2 correct answers.
Yeah, we've got 2 correct answers. So that's Eric Fair got it first, so he gets the 3 points.
No,
and
Eddie did. Didn't he? Oh, hold on. No, Eric, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Eric Fair got it first, and then Matt Jones. It is Thriller. That's correct. Everybody else is going to get some points. Wendy now has the arduous task of having to go through everything. But guys, now you can take a breather. Please remember, every week we're here on the network. You guys have been playing today. So we do this every week. We have some amazing guests on. They create a prize package for you. Wendy and I will do trivia based on the genres and ideas of those books and of that creator and whatnot. And then we do it. Maybe it was Rat. Yeah, okay. And so, yeah, we do this every week. There's always tons of prizes. Everyone has a good time. So please come on out every week. Tell your friends, because the more people we have playing, the more prizes we can hopefully give out per game, because we can say, hey, there's all these players. We can get digital prizes to you and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, you won't have to just be first place. Like tonight, we have a first place winner, but eventually we might be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 winners. Like, you never know. So, yeah, please go check out Gobblers on Kickstarter right now. Absolutely awesome book. You guys are going to have a blast with it. Thank you guys so much. Check out the winner can register on comicshoppingexperience.com/triple-T, 3T. You guys can jump in and, like I said, win some cool prizes. Wendy, are we pretty much tabulated?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh, we are? Okay, cool. Pee-wee's Great Adventure. So, Wendy, we had so many amazing... How close was it first before you give us the answer?
Okay, so those last few questions really separated it a bit.
Okay.
So we had our winner with 21 points, and then second place with 18, third with 17, and fourth with 16.
Wow. That's really close, guys. Yeah, drum roll indeed. Really close.
So our winner tonight is Eric Fair.
Eric Fair is our winner tonight. Congratulations. I love the winner, Eric. Dude, you're so fast on that, JD. Holy jeez. Yeah, Eric Fair, congratulations. You win that amazing prize package of Naughty Fairies comic, plus you win the cover gallery, plus whatever other swag they throw in. Make sure to sign up on our website so that we can send them your address and make sure that you get all the amazing stuff. Eric Fair is our nerd of the week. That's correct. Come out here next week. We're going to do this again. I've got my good friend LK and Gino here. She's going to be showing off her books, talking about the cool stuff that she has. And then, of course, you guys are going to be able to win another amazing prize pass. So, thank you guys so much. For Steph, Wendy, Carrie Ann, we loved having you guys on here. You're welcome anytime. Please, everybody, go check out Gobblers. Also, make sure to sign up for the EXP. We have tons of amazing shows. You can buy comics on this show, all sorts of awesome stuff. It's not all just amazing trivia that is done up by just absolutely attractive people. And for myself, Chuck Pineau, and my beautiful co-host, Wendy Gale, this is Triple T. My name is Chuck, and I give a fuck. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.